Ladies and gentlemen, James Lane here. This is episode 163 of the American Reveille Podcast. And now, apparently, since the LGBT community is radicalized, it's absolutely okay at the Chicago Dyke March. Don't take me off YouTube or ban me off the internet. That's what it's called. I'm reading it from their flyer. The Chicago Dyke March. They are promoting women burning Israeli and American flags because that has to do with LGBT rights. Right? Yeah, there's a problem in this country. The problem is you're mixing liquor, all right? All right, you're mixing liquor, and you know what happens when you mix liquor? You get sick. There's a great comedian, Jim Brewer, that has that old comedy bit about the bouncer in the stomach and mixing all the liquor and getting kicked out, and then you're throwing up. That's what's happened to this country, all right? There are people that legitimately just want to forward LGBT rights, but now they got to go and deal with the burning of American and Israeli flags, you know? And if you're not part of that, then you're not part of the clique, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of shady, dirty, dark manipulation going on. It makes me sick, and we're going to talk about it next. Ladies and gentlemen, James Lane here, episode 163 of the American Reveille Podcast. And if Lori Lightfoot's Chicago wasn't bad enough, the Chicago Dyke March promo features women burning Israeli and American flags. Dun, dun, dun. Did you ever think that there would be a time in this country where you would see American and Israeli flags being burned and stomped upon all over this country, not just by pro-Palestinian marchers, but look, these are people in the LGBT community. These are young men and women, some very, very established in what they know to be true about their sexuality, and some just confused. Statistically, I'm correct. I'm not dogging anybody. Not everybody knows who they are, and what they want at any given point in their life. Straight, gay, LMNO, PQRSD, whatever you are. All right. Look, I'm very socially libertarian. All right. I really don't care what you do with your life. Just stay off my effing lawn. Plain and simple. But here's the thing. When you go and you march through cities and you pretend that you're doing it for LGBT rights, okay, but you're burning Israeli and American flags, what you're really doing is tricking low information people that think they're coming to support a cause to further the movements that may help lessen discrimination for LGBT folks, right? Right? There are some folks out there, they just want to live their life and do their thing. And hey, I respect that. Enjoy. All right. This world is a huge place and everybody deserves to be happy. But the problem is people are shoving their belief system down our throat. All right. So we have to say, hey, we support the LGBTQ community, right? We have to say that, apparently. A lot of people have, even at your job, it's been required for a long time. God forbid you come out and say anything against that. Even if it's your religion, you'll probably lose your job. It's been like that like a decade. But here's the thing. There's no room for details, for separating the details and doing it in a scientific way. Because I can't say, hey, I support LGBT rights, but I don't support, burning Israeli flags. Oh, that's BS. You're a racist. You don't support the movement. If you don't pledge to everything, to our anarchist death freaking cult, if you don't pledge to the burning of America to support LGBTQ rights, then you must be a racist, bigot, white privileged, cisgendered. I have no idea. I've run out. My uhs are coming out. All right. That is a chain, a human caterpillar, a human centipede like chain of uhs, because I am out of descriptions for this person. I'm out of it. I'm out. That looks like a militant Smurf. She looks like a militant Smurf holding a Red Rocket popsicle. That's what she looks like to me. Guys, if you're being a good boy and girl, all right, and you are enjoying this show, all right, and you'd like Santa Claus to come down your chimney this year and give you a gift and not put coal in your stockings, I have no idea why I used a North Pole reference, but why not? Do me a favor. Could you please hit the like button? I'm trying real hard. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Notification bell. Please share. Leave a comment. Talk to me. Be a part of this community. Let's build it. This is the American Reveille. We're trying to do the best we can here. Follow along. All right. We have a huge wall of censorship that we are fighting to get through, and we need your help. So share, talk about this. All right. Do everything you can to press forward the American Reveille movement. Let your friends know, your family know. Tell your goldfish, tell your gerbil. If you have a ferret that's trained to go out into the wilderness and spread news, tell that news spreading ferret that the American Reveille is here and here to stay. All right. Hey, this is my show. And in my fantasy world, if news spreading ferrets exist, they exist, and it's good enough for me. Listen, all right. If they can be whatever they want, I can be a mythical ferret herder in my fantasy world, since we all apparently live in Narnia now. Listen to me, guys. All right. Take some CBD oil. All right, you're going to need it after this episode. Ancient Life Oil, that's the sponsor of this show. ANCIENT lifeoil.com. Get yourself some Ancient Life Oil. American made, USA made. Guys, amazing, amazing, amazing. No side effects. High performance, high results, high quality CBD oil. AncientLifeOil.com. Promo code James. Free shipping and handling, guys. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. This is some amazing, amazing stuff. I really, really, really like it. And they use like this coconut oil base, right? And it tastes good. It tastes yummy. I like it. I really like it. And it helps me with my joint pain. It helps me with my stress. And God knows I'm under a lot of stress. And I know you are too. Just give it a shot. It can't hurt. One bottle. Ancient Life Oil. ANCIENT lifeoil.com. Promo code James. Free shipping and handling. All right. You've given me the 5-star rating. If you're on Apple Podcasts, you've shared, you've liked, you've hit that subscription button, that notification bell, right? You've looked at what we have to offer. You've gone to the social media, American_Reveille. You've followed me everywhere. You've subscribed to the newsletter. You better subscribe to the newsletter. You've done all that. All right, you're ready for the Reveille to rev on, guys. Let's read. Chicago Dyke March promo features woman burning Israeli and American flags. When I show you this cartoon, you're going to vomit in your mouth. It really looks like it smells like a Turkish whorehouse. Let me read. The Chicago Dyke March, which in 2017 came under fire for kicking out Jewish marchers. Oh, all the way back to 2017, guys. Red Flags is promoting its upcoming gay parade with a cartoon showing a scantily clad woman burning the Israeli and American flags. That is lovely. That is so good for our kids. Gosh, I just want my children to look at that and think to themselves, I mean, what would Churchill think? I mean, gosh, I mean, what would MacArthur think? I mean, I just can't. Oh my God. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand what the two things have to do with each other. What does Israel have to do with LGBTQ LMNOP rights? I don't know. And I don't even not care. I know I can't care because it's not logical. There's no reason whatsoever you should mix the stuff. All right. Fight for your own struggle so that when people think they're supporting you, they know that that's what they get. Not all the crap written in the small print. In the fine print, guys, they kicked out Jewish marchers in 2017. Like I said, Red Flag, they're promoting their gay parade. They're promoting it with a scantily clad woman burning the Israeli and American flags. The image posted on the organizer's Instagram page in a promotional ad showed the cartoon woman waving and burning the flags atop a car that's also aflame. That is a really bad description. I'm going to describe it when we go down. Instagram removed the post for violating its regulation against hate speech or symbols and warned that it would delete the group's account. The Allgemeiner reported, oh, wow, look, Instagram doing its job. Look at this frickin' flyer. Let me zoom in, guys. How disgusting. And that's everywhere. Kids see this. Chicago Dyke March. Abolition now. Look at that. That looks like Kyle's mom from South Park, who's Jewish, with, that cellulite pockmarked butt that says ACAB. That stands for all cops are what, bad or bastards or bitches, something like that. That's some left-wing ridiculousness. Look, the burning flags. And that is a burning cop car, ladies and gentlemen, flat tires and a crashed hood, meaning it crashed and it's on fire. And the Dyke March participants are claiming victory to the death of the police. It says Chicago PD on the side and the burning American and Israeli flag. If you have LGBT kids, if you're accepting of that in your walk of life, in your community, if your children are young enough, if they're in their teens or even in their 20s, this is what they're supporting. Do you think they know they're supporting that? There's a lot of people that think that they're just supporting people's right to do what they want in the privacy of their own home and be left alone. But unfortunately, that's the big lie that they peddle to average, hardworking Americans. People will go, oh, you know, the LGBT community, they just want to be left alone. Let them do their thing. But you see, there's a lot of folks among that community, all right, that besmirch any peace-loving people. They radicalize things. They make things difficult. You can't be just associated with the rights and freedoms of an individual to do what they want in this country. No, you have to be associated with that, plus dominating and taking over the patriarchy, plus stripping whites of all their rights, plus blaming things, spreading propaganda, plus what's happening in Israel, plus, you know, free the freaking whales, plus the climate, plus it's all in one package. That's why we're so divided. You can't separate anything. You can't debate anything. It's all or nothing. And this frickin' flyer sums it up perfectly. That's the left right there, ladies and gentlemen. The left is a 300-pound woman with her tits out, facing in the other direction with her big cellulite butt that says all cops are bastards on her ass, burning an American and Israeli flag while twerking on top of a burning Chicago PD car. That is your future with the left-wing policies and lawlessness of the Biden administration. That is your future if you kill conservatism. Folks, it's about balance, not about domination. And right now, they're looking for war. That's what they're looking for. All right? The group then responded by calling followers to capture a screenshot of the post and share to prevent any attempts by Zionist and Instagram to censor our account. Are you sure this isn't the Iranian Dyke March in Chicago? The Dyke March posted another post with images of a yellow and orange flames superimposed on the two flags. According to the report, a third post asked if readers were tired of social media censorship and announced that the design will be printed and wearable on this year's t-shirts. Rules for thee, but not for me. We're censored for everything. We're censored for questioning COVID. We're censored for asking about HCQ or ivermectin. We're censored for talking about the rights of religion, of Jewish folks, of Catholics, of Christians. We're censored for believing in same-sex marriage, or for believing in heterosexual marriage, and for believing in anti-abortion beliefs. We're censored for everything that goes along with anything between libertarianism and conservatism, anything on that spectrum. All right? My wife is pro-life. She can't talk about that. She'll get censored. But they can talk about anything. They can say Zionist and talk about putting this on t-shirts. They can sit here and say that they're tired of censorship. I've watched posts upon posts upon posts, views just be erased from my page by YouTube. I've literally watched my audience get cut in half and more by censorship. I get emails all the time wondering why I quit. I didn't quit. I do this every day. They can't see me. But God forbid, if I was talking crap about Israel, everybody would see it. Everybody would see it. They are trying to manipulate and condition and brainwash our young people, ladies and gentlemen. These are red flags. A Wider Bridge, a nonprofit connecting American and Israeli LGBT communities, said it was outraged by the promotional post. Do you see that? They connect LGBT communities. There are LGBT groups that literally are peace loving and don't want any of this garbage. They want to be left the hell alone so that they can just have the right to live their life and be happy without persecution or people freaking judging them in whatever way, you know? And I get that. People want to live their life. That's a libertarian in me. I get that. All right. I'm not overly religious. I get it. But it's not my business. It's not me to judge. The Bible, the Torah, it all says God's the judge, jury, and executioner. So I don't judge. That ain't my job. I feel that that's the greatest sin of mankind, is us judging each other. The problem is they take that on the left and then they cross it with all these other things. So if you don't judge this or you don't judge that or you're doing that, they expect you to go in some crazy radical direction. They lump everything together. You can't do that. That's not how it works. It ain't black and white. It ain't 1 and 0. It's a spectrum. It's a rainbow, ladies and gentlemen. It's a whole conglomeration of different things. All right. They have to be pieced apart and you have to talk about them separately. LGBT rights have nothing to do with the struggle for Palestinians or for Israelis in the Middle East. Has nothing to do with that. All that has to do with is radicalism. All that has to do with is anarchy, chaos, destruction, and death. That is an excuse to burn down the system, ladies and gentlemen. That is what they are doing. All right. While those symbols have seemingly since been removed, the message remains the same, unless we hear otherwise, that dykes who wish to attend the Dyke March must choose between their identities. The group said, "We refuse to choose." In 2017, the Chicago Dyke March ejected 3 participants, one of whom was then a regional director for a wider bridge, for carrying flags featuring the Star of David over an LGBT rainbow. The Dyke March is supposed to be intersectional. I don't know why my identity is excluded from that. I feel that as a Jew, I'm not welcome here. Iranian Jew Eleanor Shoshani Anderson, one of the Chicago marchers, she was kicked out. She said that at the time. The march responded by saying that it is explicitly not anti-Semitic. We are anti-Zionist. See, they muddle up words. They muddle up stuff. Oh, we're not against Jews, but we're against the make-believe concept that Jews run the world. Yeah, you're full of it. You're idiots. They're racists. They're anti-Semites. It's the same thing. They got to stop pretending. They use big words and try to confuse people. All right. They're anti-Semitic. The Chicago Dyke March Collective supports the liberation of Palestine and all oppressed people everywhere, from Palestine to Mexico. Border walls have to go. That is ridiculous. Okay. All right. Good luck with your socialist utopia, new world order, wet dream of world unity, you dumb son of a bitch. The Allgemeiner quoted Arthur Slepian, then executive director of a wider bridge, as saying the response at least as heinous or even more heinous than the original exclusion. All right. It's even worse. Guys, this is freaky. It's gross. It's repugnant. All right. I respect your right to believe whatever you want to believe about the LGBT community. All right. And that's completely fine with me, because everybody in this country has religious freedom and viewpoints and different things like that. What I have a problem with are militant sects of any group. All right. There are militant, radical, psychotic LGBT folks out there right now doing bad things, and they're giving normal LGBT people a bad name. And I'm sure many LGBT members of their community would agree to that. All right, folks, listen. I think that even the name of the march, I think all of this stuff, it sounds radical to even begin with. I think that they're looking for a fight. They're looking for trouble. They're looking to burn things down. They're looking to make a statement. And until we strengthen our judicial system, strengthen our policing again in this country, which I doubt will happen in Lori Lightfoot's Chicago, where dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of people are getting shot every week. But one could hope. Listen, stay away from these things. Let these people look like idiots themselves. Keep fighting. Keep spreading the good word. Keep opening your mouth. Keep participating in local politics. All right. If your town isn't into this sort of thing, get together with local politics and make sure it doesn't happen in your town. All right. Or if people from this community are hurting good people from a minority community, or from an LGBT community in your town, you can also speak up and call out the other sex. You can call out the hypocrisy, ladies and gentlemen. That is something we're missing in this country. Nobody's calling out the hypocrisy. Call a spade for a spade. Point it out. All right. This person, this cartoon person that looks like Kyle's mom from South Park with her twerk suit on and her titties out, her belly bulging and her freaking and her ass shaking on top of a burning Chicago police squad car with a burning American flag and Israeli flag. This person's a ridiculous human. All right. And in the end, all right, God will judge these people. God will judge these people. That's not our job. Our job is to fight for our beliefs, fight for freedom, and do it by getting involved in politics, by opening our mouth, by being a voice for the people who are afraid to speak. People are waking up across this country. It's your turn. It's your turn. Folks, this has been episode 163. Now you know about the Chicago Dyke March, a thing that I bet most of you didn't even know existed until I brought it up, and that most other places aren't really covering. I like to cover a lot of the stories that other people won't touch. I'm not Ben Shapiro. I'm not Tim Pool. I'm not Alex Jones. All right. I'm my own flavor of stuff, and I do the best I can to bring you unique content and other things that you don't see on the bigger shows. If you enjoy what I do, do me a favor. Please go down into the description section and consider giving me a donation. That donation goes right into the American Reveille LLC, and I use it to upgrade our equipment, to do promo stuff, to expand the company. I'm really trying to take this national and to make the American Reveille a big deal and make it a big entertainment media company for the right. Something we can really use to take control of the narrative and shift it into the right balanced direction that we need to. Guys, I need your help. Share this. Talk about us. If you can donate, please, and I appreciate that. But really, share, talk about it, hit the like, subscribe button, give us the ratings, do everything you can to spread the word about the American Reveille Podcast. I'm not quitting. I'm not going anywhere. God willing, we will make this thing huge, and you will come along for the ride. If you want to support us in a different way, like I said before, Ancient Life Oil is the sponsor of this episode. Go to ancientlifeoil.com. Get yourself some of their amazing CBD oil. All right, guys, and use promo code James for free shipping and handling. Folks, American_Reveille on all of the social media. I'm on pretty much every single alt tech platform and alt video platform, Odyssey, Rumble, BitChute, Gab TV. I'm everywhere. American_Reveille. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode, and I'll see you on episode 164 of the American Reveille Podcast. Bye. Let me get your attention for a second. I want to tell you about something. I want to share something with you that's very near and dear to me. All right, guys, I have joint pain. I'm sure it's no secret by now. All right. I have joint pain, I have hip pain, I have elbow pain, I have inflammation. All right. I get stressed out. I'm going through so much political news doing this podcast. So much. You can imagine how stressful that is. All right. How much anxiety that can cause, how many sleepless nights I have. But folks, I've been taking CBD oil for a while now. All right, for a while now, and it's fantastic. And a while ago, just a little while ago, I came across Ancient Life Oil. All right, and I got it from ancientlifeoil.com. And this stuff is fantastic. All right, it's the best source, the best and most trusted source for CBD oil in the United States. It's 100% pure. It's 100% THC free. No psychoactive effects, no high, nothing like that. Just pure CBD, pure relief from all of those issues. Relief from sleeplessness, relief from anxiety, relief from stress, from inflammation, right? Relief from joint pain, relief from all of these things that could really hinder your daily life, your daily activities, and really put you in a bad place. This stuff lifts your mood up. It's fantastic. All right, it's legal in all 50 states. People are really experiencing wonderful change in their life, basically doing something that people have been doing for thousands of years, guys. If you head to ancientlifeoil.com, the same place I went, all right, the same place I went to get the stuff, you can go on there, use promo code James, JAMES, at ancientlifeoil.com, ANCIENT, Life Oil, ANCIENT. A-N-T-I-E-N-T, lifeoil.com, promo code James, James, promo code James, free shipping and delivery, folks, free shipping and delivery. Guys, this is a great product. You are missing out if you need to do CBD and you're just not doing it for some reason, guys. I don't know what's stopping you anymore. It's 2021. Folks, if you want relief from these issues, you want to do it in a natural way without taking medications, you want to do it in a way that's helpful. I have found CBD oil to be very beneficial, and I believe it will be very beneficial for you as well. So one more time, ancientlifeoil.com, A-N-C-I-E-N-T, lifeoil.com, promo code James, free shipping and delivery, folks. Give it a shot. I really, really know it'll make you a believer just like I am. All right, folks?